Hey, how y'all doing out there today? Listen, y'all all know that I'm a brother that speaks of action and speaks of doing something, and that how we all do nothing. Well, it's time, y'all. It's time to look our enemy in the eye, and especially on this day, an anniversary of Sneak Attack Day, and we need to have a sneak attack on our enemy. So I'm telling y'all right now, I'm standing up. I'm geared up. I'm out here in the bush. They done caught one of our brothers. They got him over here in a little POW cage like a fucking animal. I can't believe this. I'll show y'all in just a minute. But I'm going to take their weapon they gave us, and I modified it. And I'm going to get dirty like the enemy. They want to be a bloodsucker and get me any time of the day they want to, then fine. I use the things that I've seen used by other evil before. I know what mankind can do. I know what's out there to defeat an enemy like this. So today, I'm taking the weapon they gave me that they say is obsolete. I'm taking that and I've modified it. I got it right there, y'all, where it's a little bit more. When you go and get down it reaches out and gets them. I'm even vaccinating myself, and I'm using what the man told me would defeat my enemy, and I'm keeping them from getting on me. And I even use chemical warfare, and not even their kind, even stronger. And they're still after me. They got our brother in a POW camp. Do you know this brother right here takes care of more ticks and parasites than you'll ever believe. And look what they done to him, y'all. In a cage like a dog, but I can't. They're around here somewhere. I can't play no more, y'all. I'm talking about the Asian mosquito, by the way. The GMO Asian mosquito that somehow miraculously around this time, somewhere around 2013, there was a warning that they were going to be coming in to San Francisco. And now all of a sudden you look on the internet and it's the largest mosquito population in America of the 175 mosquito populations that we had before the Asian mosquito got here. And it's larger than all the rest combined. Look it up. And they're not even a real mosquito when everybody's out there trying to say, well, I remember this, I remember that. Well, yeah, y'all remember chemtrails in the 60s and 70s too, don't you? Wow. No, this mosquito it's a mosquito from hell, y'all. It's getting on me right now. And yeah, I broke out with all this stuff, and I even used some repel, y'all. Because guess what? It works for everything else. But it don't work for the Asian mosquito. And it only lasts about 20, maybe 30 minutes at the most. And it's a chemical, man, the DEET. And this is the high one. And I put some on my legs and a little bit on my arms. So if one gets on my shoulder or back, that's me, I guess. But that was just to see if any get on me. I was just going to use it as a proving point. This is a little parody, little joke, but it ain't funny. Y'all are so worried about diseases from what we now know is the enemy, in a way, because they testing on us with weaponized ticks and bioengineered mosquitoes. They did it in the 50s. Look it up. Look up Avon Park, Florida, Savannah, Georgia. And I want to keep this clear and straight because this is a very common sense message, so I'm going to keep it short too. You can defend yourself knowing that it's an enemy. So you can't attack it without destroying the earth like everybody else does. That even this is only temporary, and it don't really work on this one mosquito, y'all. I am from the deep south and lived my whole life there, and I'm in the wetlands now in the south. And y'all, it's amazing that I have no other bug bother me except for when the turkey mites came. And that's when I made this tincture. And I'm only bringing it up because I'm down to that little bit. That was a whole quart just a couple months ago. Because that not only relieves the itch, for one, the turkey mites were getting on me, and I found out turkey mites were baby tick. That led to me wondering, hey, is this one got the limes? I checked it out. No, it's the baby tick, but it still has the tick paralysis from the saliva, even worse. And they bite bunches of times, and I was tore up. So I went to old ways. I knew nothing else was going to get it. These people talk about it like it's normal. They have it 3 months, some people a year. They're microscopic at that age and in that stage, and so wow, you can't even see them when they're attacking you. And you get out of the woods, you wake up. I'm in the woods all the time. Wow, I didn't want to be tore up all the time, so I found out and knew that it was the toxin that gives limes. That I had 18 hours, sometimes for the tick paralysis, a whole 24 hours from realizing I was bit, seeing the bite, checking my body, being vigilant because you're going to get bit. That's the whole point. And drawing out the poison. Well, I draw out the poison with plantain, y'all. Plantain has been doing it before they made anything else like calamine lotion or any of that stuff, which actually comes from a mud or something. So it's all natural stuff that pulls the poison out. All this behind me, well, I ain't in Vietnam in the jungle. Y'all know that's beautiful jewelry, and look at that. And I've been harvesting these flowers, but I'll make it the tincture, but you can also make a salve. You can put that in a puree. All this information is free, by the way. I'm not selling nothing. I want you to be healthy, and I don't want you to get sick from whatever is in these bugs. And I'm making a joke saying that it ain't funny. They're hard to defeat. They're all there. Y'all ain't never seen nothing like this critter. It evolves with you. If I sit in a certain area and use a certain practice, old rag or something, they learn to work around it. I get a fan, they learn to stay around the area. They never go away. And they bite more than a regular mosquito. They work during the day, all day. You don't ever get a break from these sumbitches. The female don't bite and stop and lay like even the old GMO mosquitoes that they use to spread yellow fever to test their biowarfare on the people in the South, down in Georgia and Florida. They'll land on you at night, like when you go to bed. Normal mammals, they're bloodsuckers, right? They want to get it at the easiest time and not be killed. And they get into a practice and a hunting, because they're hunter predators too. But they do it at mostly right in the beginning of the evening. And the hungry ones linger on, of course, but and then usually in the morning, that's when you're sleeping right before you're going to get up. So they eat twice a day, just like that. Just like that, when you're sleeping. You get bit more sleeping by bugs, or there bugs are all around you when you're sleeping more than you'll ever know. But the bottom line is these attack over and over. When you go outside and you look out the window, the door, and you're looking out in the morning, waking up or whatever, and all of a sudden you got itch a little bit, and you look down, and your goddamn ankles are covered in mosquito bites, and you don't even see maybe one mosquito. It's because it was that one GMO Asian tiger mosquito. And look how they took over. All introduced species into an unknown, different environment that have no natural predator, because these eat other mosquitoes. That's what they were engineered to do, or that's what they said. And look that up too, because they use the Asian tiger mosquito and the scare from the little financial bullshit scare, or trying to get stuff cheaper from China or whatever, putting that scare that these bugs were coming in. And it's hot, so bugs are everywhere, as you can tell. But they started coming up to the cities, and if you'll study in on these two particular weaponized ticks are used by the military parasites, ticks and mosquitoes. All right, so they're out here. They got loose. Duh. They're in droves in the northeast and cities, both species, and I can stop the ticks with this because I put some peppermint in there, and peppermint seems to keep away a little bit of them Asian mosquitoes, but nothing stops them. Nothing stops. And even the best stuff you can get, really, in the bottom line, will always tell you they're only about 65% accurate and only last for 20, 30 minutes. So there you go. There's no real protection against this if you're going to win the war on living outside and being healthy. So you draw it out. So learn to make these tinctures. You can turn this into a puree to preserve it. This jewelweed, which I call silverleaf. The flowers make a great tea, so you're working it from the inside out. When the flower season runs out, you can dry some. That is just as good with the flowers, but not the leaves. So the leaves, you just crush them up and you puree them in a blender, put in a little bit of water, put them in ice cubes, and then when you need them, you just get them out and rub them on bites. You mix that with plantain. You either make these essential oils, you cook them with beeswax, a little vitamin E oil. You got a salve, your own salve. You made it. It actually works. You're living the change. You're working with the mother against these GMO weaponized crap, y'all. I live here too, and I ain't losing the war to sit outside. So if they're going to bite me 50 times a day, then fine. I'm not going to get sick from it. I have my own defense. I know it works. I know it's safe. And yes, a tincture made from pure alcohol. That's why it works. Because this has always worked. And look at that, y'all. Ain't that beautiful? It tastes good. You can eat it from the inside out, like the plantain, like sassafras leaves, so many natural things. But you have to realize, some of these things are going to get you. They're designed to get you. They're designed to make you sick so you can get the toxins out. Nothing on the market draws any of their stuff out. It's only relief for the itch. Think about that. Make your own. You know what? Who was it? I can't remember the name right now, but somebody said, if you ever, the person that goes to a doctor is the biggest fool in the world or something like that. Heal yourself or protect yourself. Defense is how you win these wars out here in the bush. And knowing what's going to happen to you. You're going to get bit, but you ain't got to get sick. Draw it out. Look it up. Research your life. Because it's out there too, just with all that death you're hearing about. Think about that. I love y'all. Be well, be safe as you can. And don't live in fear. Hey, for anybody out there, by the way, it was the Asian mosquito that's the enemy, okay? I didn't make no call out on them stinging ass federal government. All right, peace.